Hey y'all, it's Natalie and I'm here again with another Cherry Challenges layout for you with my friends Nicole, Jessica, and Sarah Scraps. We created this mood board right here over at the top right. You can see, and I was showing you, I'm using these two photos of me and my husband. We had some professional photos made earlier this fall and I'm excited to scrap these. And so I'm going through all of the papers that I got. I created kind of a fall kit and then use some stash stuff, but I really want to bring out the bright colors, and it definitely ends up being bright. I try to take at least one thing from each photo. We each contributed a photo. I bet you can't guess which one I gave. Actually, I bet you can if you follow me at all. It is obviously the one with the words and the leopard print. So, my dress has yellow on it, and I know there's not a ton of yellow in the photo, but there is some yellow in the florals, and I wanted to do yellow. So I'm using my leopard stamp to stamp some spun sugar ink onto the white on the word hey. So I'm going to use the title, Hey Good Lookin', that comes from the mood board. And I cut it out of that really bright, very patterned fancy pants paper that has got all the colors on it. And then I'm going to use the same cut in white to back it. And so I kind of got that from the picture that has like the white blanket on it. These pops of white are coming from there. I wanted to, again, show this pop of white. So I removed some of the yellow paper, but I'm not loving like the hard angle. It's not looking exactly how I wanted it to look, but I end up rounding that corner, which I feel like is a vibe that kind of goes with that retro hey word that I cut out with my Cricut. And so I was really happy with how this ends up looking. So that's just what I'm doing right there, just like eyeballing it and kind of flipping it over and making sure to even out that sharp edge because I'm very right-handed. And that paper is, it's got like a nice little embossed dot on it. It's a cardstock from Photo Play, and I actually went with their Halloween collection this year. Creepin' It Real, the Creepin' It Real cardstock collection pack. Just the plain. And then I did a pop of white around the photos. I added some white cardstock. And so now we're kind of like putting everything on the layout to be where it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and layer up my Hey cut file. Like I said, I cut that from my Cricut, and then I did want to use the entire title. So the title said, Hey Good Lookin', on the mood board. And so I cut out the words good looking, with one of my, Heather Alpha dies from the iCrafter. And I did that with like an orange paper, and so that brings the orange from the mood board in. And now on the white, sticking out from under the yellow paper, I am using some of the Spice collection from 49 Market. I'm using the rub-ons and just picking out a few small florals and pumpkins that match the mood board. And just sticking them out, running off the page a little bit, sticking out from under the cardstock just to make them look like though they were just like organically appearing on the paper. And what's next? Even if I pull off the rub on and there's still a little bit on, I will, rub it in a different spot. So I put the mood board back up so you can see kind of where we're sitting with it. What are we doing now? Now I'm going to go through my ephemera pack. Again, this is the Spice collection from 49 Market. So I pulled out a like subtitle. It says, You Are My Pumpkin Spice, I think. And that's really cute. And so I liked that big pop of pink right there, which I think really is fun from that floral picture. It has bright pop of hot pink as well. So I picked a couple of florals from the laser cut, and so the laser cut images don't have a white border. So I'm kind of sticking with those items that don't have a white border at this point. I'm going to trim down the pumpkin spice saying. There's the pumpkins. I brought in pumpkins from the laser cut elements sheets as well, because again, on the mood board, you can see the pumpkins there. I really love this. I think it's super fun. I think this was Nicole's idea, and she just popped a picture in. And so we just kind of all like looked at that vibe and just picked something to go with the vibe. which I think is fun. I decided I want to add a little bit more of the leopard, and so I just kind of masked off where I knew I didn't want the leopard stamp to hit. And ideally, it would have been better for me to, you know, add the stamping before I added the rub-ons or any of the die cuts, but just putting that mask on there allows me to, you know, go behind after the fact and do it. I end up wanting like a little bit of an organic shape. So I flip over the die cut, because if I did that hard edge, then you would have like a, you know, a hard edge where the stamp stops. So I decided to just stamp around the flower where I'll know it will show. And that gave me like some soft edges around the stamping, because I didn't want to put the stamping to cover all of the white that remained, only in just like a few general areas. So I decided to give a distressed look. I did distress that cardstock on the background, so I decided to give the same treatment to some of the ephemera bits here. And then I have my crocodile, and I'm going to put a couple of eyelets in the tags here. And then I decide to put some white thread in there to help with that pop of white, and I tie them into 2 bows. I rough up the edges of that die cut just to kind of, you know, give the same treatment to a few items in the page so that we have repeating elements. And now I'm gonna start committing. I'm gonna stick things down. Well, I kind of like gently place things down, because I do end up like moving it down a little bit. Once I get everything on here, I realize that like I'm hitting too close to the top of the page. I still have a lot of negative space at the bottom, so I end up relocating the photos and like the main elements just a little bit down here in a minute. So I really like how the bow on the pink piece is at the top and the bow on the orange piece is at the bottom. And I like that juxtaposition there. I'll take this moment to say down below is going to be a link to all the other 3 ladies' awesome inspiration. They are all using this mood board as well. We have posted the challenge in the message boards on Cherry on Top, so I'll link down to that as well. So please come play along. We love to see what you make with our mood board inspiration. I'm just adding that leopard stamp onto the little label where I'm going to add my subtitle. Again, just repeating that element. So now it's behind the hey word, it's on the subtitle, and then it's on the white paper that's peeking out from the bottom. You know, odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. And now I think I've already moved down my main elements, and so now I'm just kind of putting my florals where I want them to be. I'm going to throw some pumpkins on there, and then I'm going to pop some of them up. So I want them to be nice and layered on the page. I'm also putting a few teeny laser cut images to peek out around where the... Oh, look, I waved at you. I thought I was done. No, why did I wave? That's funny. I just realized that. Not quite done. So still going on here. And, you know, I like layering up the elements, making sure they all touch, nestle them together, and putting some foam tape behind some of them. I pulled out that butterfly as well. Moth. It might be a moth. And then I'll put another one down at the bottom. And then I think I put one on the white part as well. So again, we have those 3 elements. Additionally, when I'm making this cluster down here, something's missing. And I finally realized that I have 2 white bows on my tags. And so I thought about doing another white bow and just kind of sticking it alone. And then I realized I have a teeny tiny little twine die. It's from Waffle Flower Crafts. I think it's still in the store. I'll link it down below if it is. But I will also put affiliate links down there for any of these items that are still in stock at the Cherry on Top store if you're looking for it. Because look how fun this collection is. It is so fun. Trying Nicole's technique of just like dropping my sequins and then picking them up with my sequin picker and then gluing them down where they land. It didn't really work out the way that she makes it look so easy, but only because there were different sizes and I wanted to make sure to scatter the like little bitty bits as well. That one is from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I'll link below with the link to that. The video's gone. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're inspired. I'd love for you guys to play along with our mood board. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Bye, y'all.